Hello again, dear disc golf friends, and welcome back to Innova Baltic Tour 2023, presented by Innova Champion Discs. We are in southern Estonia at Annikoru disc golf course, and this is Nordic Titanium Open 2023 final round. Your commentators for this round, still the same guys, your beloved Enden, and with me, Markus Dvinjaninov.
It's still me. And still we have the same guys, Mauri Villmann, being the co-leader here with -23. And next to him we have young guy. I mean, Mauri is also young, but Ville is younger.
Yeah, we have really young guys on the card.
Also -23 for Ville here, battling out with Mauri. And
Mats-Eerik Tõhk, 988 PDGA rating. He's the oldest guy in the card, 24 years old, with score -19. So yeah, he struggled a little bit on the front nine. Let's see how he does in the back nine.
And Mathias also chasing down or trying to chase down the leaders with -18 so far. So we have the 10th hole, par 3, 88 meters. We have had a long holes and now we have one shorter one. So let's see how the guys tone it down and maybe be a bit more precise with the opening shots here.
So yeah, we have this kind of fence, some couple trees, and
the basket.
And the basket. So yeah, if you saw the first, hopefully you have seen the front nine, then you know that Mauri has actually found a lot of trees, and Mathias had some struggles in the first 5 holes where we had like these tunnel holes with a lot of narrow corridors. And now we can see Ville actually with sidearm getting into 4 or 5 meters.
Yeah.
Should be pretty comfortable distance.
So I guess all the guys right now on this hole are definitely looking to have some kind of an opportunity for birdie. If there is any kind of things that might make the hole harder for them, I would say the only thing is the wind.
And there it is. Mauri actually going long. 88-meter baskets, and you see the OB is fairly close, so I think it's like 11 meters from the basket.
Yeah.
So he cooked it a little bit too far, and Mathias, seeing that, takes some power off his shot and gets almost in the bullseye.
And of course Mats is looking to do the same here, just a easy backhand hyzer, let it finish under the basket or maybe even inside the basket.
I think that was mid-range in his hand, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Looks like a round-edged disc, so more round than fairway disc. But yeah, the color was the one that threw me off a little bit. So now,
that might have gone quite far if it didn't touch the flag. Wow. And we can see that Mauri is not happy with that.
Yeah, struggling a little bit in the wind.
And I mean, was that due to the thing that would happen with Mauri? That kind of threw off a bit much here. Let's see if Ville can forget the others and just do what he does. If
you listen to the sound, I think the wind toned down a little bit for Ville. And now Mauri has downwind putt, and
I wasn't waiting for that one. I'll be totally honest.
And like, if you have seen Mauri compete at the Finnish Pro Tour and like the Euro stops, you rarely see this kind of misses. 2 in a row, actually.
Yeah, you can't never be ready for those misses. You're always thinking that, okay, Mauri will not give me anything here, and then suddenly like, oh wait.
That is something, if you see one guy like dominating so many competitions, then seeing him play like this is actually pretty surprising. But yeah, as they say in Estonian, days are not brothers, so every day is different, and sometimes you have these kind of days.
So we have the hole 11 par 3, 133 meters, sloping on the left side here,
Yeah.
and we can see there's OB on the left. So it's quite tricky one because you need to pass the beginning of the hole is kind of a
narrow one, yeah, like a tunnel.
Yeah, and then it opens up, and it's not the shortest one as well.
Yeah, 133 meters. Like the basket on the old layout, it used to be where it actually like the little hump is where it goes uphill. So it used to be on the edge of that. So now I'd say kudos to the course designer. Like it's sloping down for right-handed backhand player. If you have the distance, you might actually still get the skip and go OB. So
really tricky one.
Yeah, you want it to actually finish a little bit straighter or like have like a more stable disc, but
yeah, and the wind isn't making it easier for those guys as well.
Like all the guys actually have cooked couple that drives to like over.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
absolutely.
yeah, going like Anheuser.
And that's for the wind, I would say.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Oh, and could this actually be again overcompensating, seeing these other guys?
I guess that was just like a just a miss.
Yeah,
I guess so. And let's see if Mauri can put something together here. So far, he has taken bogeys and then many birdies, and then also bogeys and then many birdies, and this one seems to be.
Is he going another OB? Like you hear the claps from the crowd, and
I mean, it looked great. It was really great, good, actually. Yeah. I mean, he's still close to take the par from there, but yeah.
Yeah, another OB par wouldn't be bad, because actually these guys don't have an easy upshot for
absolutely
for the par.
This one is a bit short as well.
Really short.
Yeah, you're throwing. I mean, nose up. It's the wind is pushing back to you. You need to really cut under the wind. Yeah.
And pretty nice gallery there for our lead card players. Mathias going with a low shot, and yeah. In this round's conditions, I would say this is actually a tester putt.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I mean, the wind seems a bit softer on this side of the basket, but you know, closer is better.
Of course. So this is for par.
Yeah.
For Mats-Eerik.
And Mats really needs this one, but you can't push it too high because you might end up in the OB if you fade too much on the left. And Mauri looking to
salvage the par.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Yep, nice
that
one.
actually looked more like his actual putt.
Yeah. But I would say his putts are mostly like totally flat once they get to the basket. This one had a small hyzer in it, but whatever is in is good.
Yeah, no pictures on the scorecard.
Yeah. And you see Mauri, two red ones starting off the second part of the round, and he had many of those OB par saves on the first round, or the first part of the round, also. So kind of a up and down thing for everybody here, but we see Ville now having a 3-stroke lead.
Yeah, already actually.
Yeah, it kind of changed quite fast here.
Quite fast.
You didn't notice it.
Yeah, no. And it actually happened on last hole.
Yeah.
30
absolutely.
and double bogey. So
these things happen fast.
Hole number 12, par 3, 100 meters, and this I would say is the narrowest fairway yet.
Yeah, definitely. As we can see there,
so
the fairway is quite small.
It's quite small,
narrow,
and there like how do you actually like
get around the trees?
It looks like it's like 65 meters straight. Then you want it to flip over and then actually fade back in if you want to like follow the corridor.
Just a regular Sunday morning opening shot.
Yeah, you throw it. You take your how do you call it, the remote control, and then start playing with the PlayStation.
Yeah, and we see that Ville tucked into the tree in the middle of the fairway, and he's somewhere there. We'll see.
Oh, and actually, I need to come back to hole number 7.
Okay.
I checked.
Do we need to rewind?
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna remind people that hole number 7, that was the 153 meter throw from the car path. No birdies was taken on this round.
Okay.
And now hole number 11, the last one.
Yeah.
Also no birdies.
Okay.
So let's see. This actually looks like a hole where we might not see that many birdies as well.
But Mathias took had a really nice shot here, so he's somewhere inside the 10-meter line, and so is Mauri, I would say.
Should we see 2 birdies?
We might see, but we might see some different numbers as well. So Mats also trying to figure out the first gap and then the second part as well. Oh, and once again, a bit early, or not to say a bit early, but much earlier, but kicking to the other side of the rough, and just...
I think he actually got lucky with that kick.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
As you can see, yeah, pretty open. Just fairly
should be easy birdie here, yeah.
Not a birdie. Come on, man. Oh, so another tester par putt.
But as we now see, we're in the woods and wind is gone. So I mean, you have like totally different kinds of spots in the one course. You have 0 wind for putting. You have like a really
tornado,
big wind,
yeah.
And might just
not getting that.
Did he hit the cameraman, or was it just random voices or the sounds of grass?
Those voices are in your head.
And now looking to get the par here.
And there it is.
Straight into the heart.
That was a good comebacker actually, after airballing and not touching any metal on the first one.
Yeah, and par for Mats also here.
So now I think Mauri
can take the birdie and find some
that is actually one of 4 birdies during the round on this hole. So there are a couple holes where we didn't see any birdies, and a couple hard ones where we see only few.
Absolutely.
So with that last birdie, Mauri cut the deficit to 2 strokes, and we are off to hole number 13, par 3, 188 meters, not 100, but 88 meters. Pardon my language. Pretty narrow beginning, and then it opens up, and the basket is on the right side. That is actually also the old positioning for this basket. Just the tee pad has moved a little bit. And again, fairly tricky green. You might actually land underneath the basket and then
as we can see, the opening hole is also once again narrow. And Mauri going long here.
And last time on hole number 10, it was also 88 meters, and he threw it like 10 meters past the basket. So I think this guy needs to learn his distances. Oh!
Yeah.
And
not a great place to be, I think.
From 88 meters, you still have a 60 plus to go.
A bit early, I think. Yeah, a bit early.
Yeah, and
you never know to where you get the kick if you go early. You might end up on the down there or on the left side. Left side is even better, I would say.
You have the opening towards the basket, but then you again, if you want to go for the putt, you have a depth putt, and if you miss the basket, or even if you touch some metal, you might roll down all kinds of terrors. And
this is the thing that has been haunting the hole for all the years it has played like this, because everybody usually tends to fade early and go short on the right side and then find trees there. And we see Ville here on
not a lot of room.
Yeah. Stand still, some branches. Heiser. Once again early. Yeah, once again early.
And even though Mauri went pretty far, I think he is going to take at least one stroke.
Yeah, Mauri definitely has an easy par if he doesn't overcook the birdie attempt, if he even has one. But as we can see, Mats also has quite an easy task here, just a regular straight line to the basket, and shouldn't be much to think about other than 100 trees on the way.
Just a fairly easy tomahawk
yeah,
that actually flew like 15 meters max.
As you can see, many trees on the line here. Let's see if Ville can get close to the basket now. Yeah.
Yeah, so bogey for Ville, which means Mauri.
One stroke definitely, I would say.
At least, yeah. It only
if he doesn't.
If he goes for the basket and misses, then it might not be even that one stroke.
Yeah.
Not a bad bit.
Yeah, but definitely not a hole you would be looking to take a bogey on, I would say.
Yeah.
Mostly. I mean.
Yeah. Just basically do what Mauri did. Play long.
Yeah.
Toss it under the basket, take your par, and move forward.
Easier said than done.
Yeah,
but
of course.
Definitely
that's why we are in the booth and they are playing.
Absolutely. But I'll tell you, look out for us, man.
Oh yeah. And
oh,
he went for it.
Mauri hated it after he let it go, but once the tree kicked in, he
luckily
loved it.
there was that one tree, and only that one.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of trees, so.
And Mathias taking the par here, and so is Mauri. So there should be a one stroke between Ville and Mauri.
So Mauri, cutting the deficit from 3 to 1 in just 2 holes.
Yeah.
So yeah, for Ville it took 1 hole to gain 3 strokes. Now Mauri is working all those 3 back.
That's the beauty of disc golf here.
Oh yeah. And wooded disc golf.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's hole 14, par 3 and 82 meters. And as you can see, we're starting from at top of the hill and passing this nice little
valley.
And over the valley we go, straight, nice, into the basket. I would say a nice hole in one basket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Just a straight putter shot, I'd say, or like a the slower side of mid-ranges.
Absolutely.
Take something really straight, hit the gap, and you can already put your fingers up and start celebrating. Again, easier said than done.
Absolutely. But most likely this guy's definitely looking to have an opportunity for birdie here, as there are not many obstacles on the way. As we can see, Mauri just putting it quite close to the basket.
And also putting some pressure on Ville.
Yes, as we have only 4 holes left.
Yeah.
And
after this. This is looking all... okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you clear the first trees, you most likely have an opportunity. But yeah, you definitely want to be under the basket as Mauri, because Mathias is right now like 10 or even...
Yeah, a couple of trees might be just in the way. Might be a straddle putt.
So let's see what Ville figures out here.
And he's going also with the low because the ground is pretty fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could get some skips.
Absolutely.
And he actually has that better side of the basket. So from, from below...
With the lefty.
With the lefty. So yeah, another basket where you want to be short rather than long because of putting from up down to up. And Mats-Eerik also.
Yeah, so the longest guy here is Mathias, most probably just around... Oh, he's inside the circle.
He's inside, yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem.
And there it is, first birdie. Are we going to see 4 birdies now?
We might see 4 birdies now, so stay tuned.
After this, there's not going to be a commercial break right now. Take it easy. Oh, and there it goes. Oh, whoa.
This might turn into something different than we anticipated. Yeah, I guess Mats right now is feeling like, okay, this might be the top 2 places might be like out of the reach.
Yeah.
Because, you know, missing this easy putt on last holes.
I'd say this is one of the easiest holes of the whole course.
Yeah, and the leader's taking birdies here, and also Mathias took a birdie. So, I mean, everything can happen, but it's not highly likely.
Yeah, 14th hole played 2.9, so below par, just below par. 4th easiest hole, so yeah.
But I mean, it's the thing with the easy holes.
Yeah,
you know, you need to take them, and suddenly you're fighting to get the par.
Yeah, as they say, drive for show, putt for dough.
Yeah.
So the game usually is won on the putting green. But hole number 15, another par 3, another 82 meters. So yeah, again, you have basket situated next to trees. Green is pretty, like you have a lot of obstacles.
Yeah,
if you
on
go
the right,
long,
on the left.
Yeah, so if you go long, you might be behind the trees, and some of them are a little bit more wider with their branches than the other ones. And Mauri going with the sidearm. And this is again, finally finding some sticky land.
Yeah.
And this is
maybe even in the circle.
Yeah, might be.
So we see that Mats has taken 3 bogeys on the back 9 here. No birdies and 2 pars.
Yeah,
so
he's struggling a little bit.
Might just finding the last stump to get the skip from, and he's in the circle.
Yep,
so should have a look for birdie. Might just definitely thinking to have a opportunity for the top 2 spots here.
You never know what happens. As we saw on hole number 10, Mauri might take a 5, Ville might like do something like this. This guy was going like 15 meters long, and then finally he's like 7 meters to the right of the basket. So that's the beauty of the wooded courses. I hope Mats now finally gets something good going in the end of the round, because still you have overall positions on the tour, you have prize money, everything on the line.
Yeah.
So you cannot let it slip. It ain't over till it's over.
We haven't seen any circle 2 putts here.
Yeah,
so
still.
Far. Maybe.
Maybe now.
Maybe this one should be circle 2, I guess. Let's see. Yep, that's
there it is. And let me just check. This was outside circle putts.
And we might even see 2 of those here.
Weak side.
Oh, yeah.
And again,
you have
as you told me earlier, and us, everyone listening, usually he's like a flat putter. And now he has had some putts with a small hyzer, and as you saw, he went from the weak side, and
Ville just showing the cold blood in his veins right now, running, just taking this birdie and moving 2 strokes ahead of Mauri when there's only 3 holes left.
And Mathias actually is close with is it not? Yeah, 2 strokes from the second.
So we have 3 holes left, and this brings us to the 16th hole, par 3, and 106 meters long. This also is actually on the old kind of a layout zone, but the tee pad is once again a bit longer.
And I'd say the basket has moved as well, a little bit further away.
On the left side, actually.
Yeah, because it used to be on the right on the left, but a little bit shorter. Now it's like, again, in the middle of the trees.
Yeah,
so
protected. But when you're next to the trees, shouldn't be a long putt to the basket. And we see Mathias making easy mistakes here, and the ones he can't have right now.
Yeah, and also like on this hole, missing the actual fairway, and so early, the birdie is out of conversation already.
Absolutely.
And this one,
Ville just showing how it's done and putting the pressure on Mauri.
And there's a lot of conversation about birdie on that one. Mats-Eerik has dropped some spots.
Mats would need like 2 hole-in-ones and 1 birdie.
Yeah, to actually contend about the top 3.
Yeah.
Possibly this is looking pretty good. And that is actually on the green.
Yeah, that's good.
But we have seen some putts.
We have seen.
Some low ones, some high ones. And also from Mats-Eerik, also on back 9. He started on hole number 10 with the low putt into the cage, and then, what was it, a couple holes back, it was the band on one of the easiest holes. But this is going long again.
Long is the theme song for Mauri on this round.
Stop going to the gym.
I want to throw long, long, long.
I think Mauri's already
got to throw long.
Mauri's already thinking about playing those long US courses and bombing everything.
And Mathias has a quite tough and nasty look here, I would say. Has to do some kind of forehand flex trick shot here. Let's see. And he's quite far from the basket still.
Does it have that speed? Touches on branches. Actually has an
look. With the Mando.
C2.
Let's see.
Could this be the second C2 make for this card?
Yep.
And there it is, straight in the middle.
It's nice when you see that the disc leaves your hand and it's on the right line.
Yeah, can already pick up the mini and start walking. And
just as you told,
he has missed both low and high.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Mauri, 2 strokes behind Ville, and Ville is actually under the basket, and he takes the birdie.
Needed the birdie and takes the birdie, but Ville most probably gonna hold his 2-stroke advantage and move on to the 17th hole.
Yeah, 2 holes to go, and I think, I don't know, Ville actually, I would say, as far as I know, he's pretty cold-blooded. He's not the nervous type of guy.
He's young.
He's young.
He doesn't care. He does what he does, you know.
He
what
has
gangsters do.
Yeah, he has those fast sunglasses to hide his emotions.
Yeah.
Hole 17, par 3, 125 meters. This is the same corridor that we have played earlier. Previous years, throwing from high, going now in the middle of the trees to the left, so they have actually tucked the baskets even further in the woods. So yeah, we'll see. Sidearm for Ville.
Looks great.
Some touches from the branches, but I would say that was pretty good.
Okay.
Because it was fairly straight, it was going long.
But we will never actually know.
We never know.
We can only predict.
So now I assume we see 3 guys throwing straight backhands and hopefully just trying to match the speed to fade in to the pocket where the basket is, and this is looking really good.
Yeah.
And again,
nice one.
Going long.
Yeah.
Didn't see what the disc actually did in the end.
I think it stayed in the somewhere in the circle.
In the circle for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But is this a mid-range? I think I saw a mid-range in his hand.
Yeah, something like that.
Going inside between the trees and another miss for Mathias.
Yeah. Also not the best day for Mathias so far, and the course is ending up, so probably not the best round.
And we can see his back nine is like clean.
Yeah.
But think about if he actually made some corridors like in the end and gave himself some actual like birdie chances. He would.
I mean, he just saved like 30
Oh
meter.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, second circle 2 putt, but yeah.
Mats-Eerik, really good drive. Another birdie opportunity and another like forehand flex shot from Mathias to save the par. Will this fade in?
Same kind of rough shot as he had on the last hole. Kind of forehand.
This time he actually makes the 10-meter circle and has a easier.
Come on.
Par putt. All right, so now we need to see where is Mauri. Did he go long? Does he have a birdie opportunity? Because, well, Mats-Eerik.
Yeah.
After this competition, I hope this guy is going on the putting green and needs to get it going.
Oh, whoa.
That was crucial.
Like the third or the fourth miss for Mauri on this round inside the circle, I would say. Yeah, that's something
we are not used to.
Yeah, you wouldn't wait from him.
Yeah.
So he just kind of gifted the Ville a 2-stroke lead for the last hole.
Yeah, and everything can happen on the last hole, but still, like 2 strokes. I think when Ville saw that miss from Mauri, I think he must have felt some kind of relief.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because having 2 strokes before the last one is a lot better than having 1 stroke. But this is the last hole of the competition. Probably. We don't know. Maybe there's a playoff.
Yeah.
So now 127 meters, par 3. They have brought the basket to this side of the pond. It used to be shot from the other side of the pond this way. Now we're throwing towards the pond. And yeah, knuckles and some good luck for the last hole. And Ville actually is going to be the first one to tee off.
Looks good. Is it also good? I think it's...
Ooh, so this is hazard.
Yeah.
He is going to be putting for par.
Yeah, but he's like 10 to 12 meters, I would say. He has 2-stroke lead. Mauri needs to have this under the basket, so he would go -25, and Ville would maybe miss the putt and also fall back to -25. Let's see if Mauri can make it stick, or maybe even go make it in. No.
And also goes to hazard.
Yeah, quite hard to stick that one if you land on the top, because it's a bit slopey going downwards, and you know,
it's fast.
Yeah, you're most probably gonna throw a faster disc also.
Yeah, and as we can hear again, it is pretty windy, so that will actually affect the ending.
Oh, and Mathias going really wide here.
So he's going to be playing for the skip into the hazard area, or like the safe area.
No skip for when you need it, there isn't, and when you don't need it, there is the skip.
Mats-Eerik now last one to tee off, and actually he's playing for position in top 5, maybe even top 4. And this is looking pretty good.
Can we get one inside the circle here? Come on.
And this one is.
Yep.
Inside 10 meters, I would say 6-7 meters, and he's the only one having a birdie opportunity. Mathias, first one to go for the putt. Finds the chains, but didn't stick it. And yeah, that was... Yeah, and that... Mauri looked like he didn't give it enough hope even.
Yeah, it was kind of in between.
And his whole round putting has been kind of sketchy.
Yeah, definitely. Not kind of, but I haven't seen him putt this bad so far.
But you cannot be on the peak of your game the whole season.
But you need to be.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, everybody...
It has those ups and downs.
Yeah.
He has been on the peak of his form for quite some time, but Ville Kivisilla, 17-year-old young gun.
The youngest on the card.
Youngest on the card, with no emotions, and he's gonna grab the victory. -25 throughout the 3 rounds, which means -5 for the final round.
So we have Mauri taking the second spot, -23, and Mathias actually sharing the third spot with Robin Lepik at -20.
And Mats-Eerik Tõhk finally tying 5th, 6th place with Björn Marrandi, -18 to par. Mats-Eerik finishing this round 1 over par, so didn't have the best round.
Yeah.
But only I would say Ville had like a solid round.
Yeah, 3 bogeys.
3 bogeys.
And, -5.
Yeah, still not the cleanest card, but if we look throughout the whole scorecard, then hard to find any like really clean ones.
Yeah.
And
many plus side scores and really few guys on the minus side, best being -6 and all the other ones being lower than that. And yeah, it shows that wind was quite big and there were many trees as we expected.
And Annikoru course actually with the new layout is worthy for these bigger competitions, and hopefully we will see some big competitions in the near future, and we'll see if that -6 will be beaten.
Yeah.
And possibly we'll see these young guns again on the card. But
absolutely. We will see them. And as we are seeing right now, they are handing out the
Tour overall.
Absolutely. And Ville also grabbing the trophy of the Caesar trophy, as you can see. Yeah.
So yeah, this is the future of Estonian disc golf. Young guys taking it over. But that was Innova Baltic Tour for 2023. Thank you, Markus.
Thank you, Tony.
And we will see you next season.
See ya.